Hey all, J-Man here. I just want to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hey guys, J-Man here. What's going on? Welcome to Earth's Mightiest Fridays. I thought I'd start a couple minutes early. Why not? Just to get things going. Let's talk about what's going on. We got a lot to talk about. Monday, we are doing the Legion live stream. So we're covering 4 more issues. I've read the first 3 already. They're pretty cool, actually. And that guy, that green guy, he's really neat. So that's going to be on Monday. Tuesday, taking a break. Wednesday, I'm going to be on the Action Elite talking about my favorite Batman movie, which is Batman Returns. This is my favorite Batman movie. I'm not saying it's the best representation of Batman on film, but I'm saying it's my favorite Batman movie. So we're going to talk about that on the Action Elites. Hopefully you can join us. And then 1 week from today for Earth's Mightiest Friday, of course, is going to be the next 4 issues of Avengers. We also have Red Sonja versus Hundra coming up at some point. So that's going to be happening sometime soon. So that is that. So just to let everybody know, Sean is not going to be here tonight. There's nothing to worry about. There was a bit of a last minute thing, but everything is okay. Everyone is fine. There's nothing to report that's bad or anything crazy like that. It's fine. He should be back for Monday for the Legion live stream. So I'm not going it alone. I do have guests lined up to help me out here. But so yeah, just Sean, everything's fine. Everything's fine. So he's just not here for tonight only. And we're going to reconvene hopefully on Monday. All right. Okay. So let's thank the Legionnaires. Of course, Dan, Sean, Stephen, Brennan, Mark D with a C, RR, Philip Story, S-Fawn82, Digger Jim, Legion of Comics, and Quagnar. And of course, we have to thank Mike Alonzo, who is our forever Legionnaire. He's our lifetime Legionnaire, so we always thank him on every stream. He's definitely a fan of Avengers, so this is an appropriate stream that he would approve of. He would approve of this stream, so there you go. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to mention, Quagnar, you are up for getting a shirt. You're our newest member, so I don't think I gave you a shirt from Bearded Shirts. So let me know. I sent you a tweet or an X or whatever they're called. Let me know what shirt you want, and then we'll get one out to you. So you're not in Canada, right? Because Canada Post is on strike. So I'm getting stuff from Amazon, but I'm not getting regular email or regular mail, which sucks. But anyway. So that is that. All right, let's bring in our special guest. He was here last week. Where's my intro for you, buddy? Come on. Here it is. All right, let's bring him in.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Going well. Glad to be here. Hello, chat.
Yeah. All right, so let's get first off, before we even start, let me get your link up for your channel here, and get that in the chat. Classic Comics. Okay, so there you go. And let's say hello to everybody who is here. Joe Dog was here first. What's going on? You read Sensational She-Hulk 1 to 3. So have I. I read the first 12 issues of that, and I have number 1. I have number 1. Amazing Spider-Man number 18. I don't have Amazing Spider-Man number 18, but I've read it. Superman number 5. Is that like Superman Volume 1, number 5? That reminds me, I don't have the credits. Sean usually does the credits. Hold on a second. Okay, I've got them. Joe Dog, CT, forget. Yeah, please, yeah, put a CT in there. Tonight's Marvel vs. DC fight. Who would win? Metallo or Living Laser? Metallo. Well, who do you think?
I mean, it kind of depends on which versions we're talking about. But yeah, I'd probably lean Metallo.
Yeah. DC to me always seemed a bit more stronger. CT, thank you. RR Legionnaire, thank you for being here, buddy. FK is here, thank you. Early, yeah, we're early. We're early. There's only 2 of us today, so it might even be a slightly shorter stream. If there's a lot of time, I can just I'll go to the after show and just talk rubbish about stuff. Who else is here? Oh, here we go. Farid, is that how you say it? Freakazoid's 29th anniversary. All right. Freakazoid. Who's Freakazoid? Do I know who that is?
It's a cartoon from the 90s.
Oh, Freakazoid. Yes. Yes, I remember. Yes, okay. It's from 1940. What?
I think he means the Superman.
Oh, sorry, the Superman. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Superman Volume 1. I went back and read Action Comics 1 to 30, just to see. It's definitely a weird experience. It's not really the Superman exactly the way we think of him, and
right.
And it surprised me to see that the first real villain, super villain that we know is Ultra Humanite. He was actually the first guy prior to Luthor.
Uh-huh.
He looked like Luthor, though. Actually, it wasn't Ultra Humanite like the 8 version. It was like he looked more.
Yeah,
like
he was bald, and
mm-hmm.
Luthor at that time had red hair. I don't think it's ever really been proven, but I think generally it's kind of believed that, somewhere down the line, there was an artistic change and someone got confused. And that's why they started showing Luthor with a bald head.
It's weird to think Ultra Humanite was the first, you know what I mean? You're like, who was the first Superman villain? Oh, I don't know. Was it Zod? Was it Luthor? Was it Brainiac? Was it Bizarro? Parasite? No, it's Ultra Humanite. Like, oh okay.
And he was kind of a forgotten villain for a long time. He really didn't appear much after the Golden Age. And then in the late 70s or right around 80, they did a big JSA Justice Society crossover, or Justice League Justice Society crossover, where he was the villain and they brought him back. And that's when the Ape version was introduced.
I like that 8 version a lot. Hey, Brennan Legionnaire, thanks, buddy, for coming on. He's awesome. The ape version's awesome. All right. Okay. Well, let's get going. Let me get my banner up here to my ad blocker, and then I guess I gotta do the credits here. So I've got the credits here. I think this is where we're looking at it, and I got to do it off my phone. So Sean and I covered this Wonder Man. This is the first appearance of Wonder Man. We covered this on our podcast when we were doing the Marvel podcast. So that's pretty cool. And I actually do have a little mini Wonder Man tattoo, which you can't really see exactly. I love Wonder Man. He's a great character. He's just, I don't know. I just always thought he was really neat.
Yeah, when I first started reading Avengers, it was right around issue 150, and anyway, spoilers, I guess, but right. Wonder Man comes back around that time, so he was actually a very big figure in the Avengers when I first started reading it, and I really liked that character too. He was, for For some of my early comic book reading, he was one of my favorite characters overall, really.
Yeah,
And I
he's
do
just
have this
neat.
issue actually.
Oh, awesome. I have his entire solo series. There's like two kind of one shots. I've got those two. I do not have this one. It is on my list. I am going on Sunday to a show. I always have my eye out, and I don't really care what condition is in. I'd like to get this one in whatever, even if it's not the best condition, still I'd like to have it.
Yeah. Low
Um,
grade is better than no grade.
that is correct. Yes. Um, okay, so Avengers number 9. This is volume 1. I know, Clobby. I'll let Sean and Clobby like to do the volume only, but it is volume 1. Release date is August 11th, 1964. The cover date is October 1964. Editor in chief was Stan Lee. The Coming of Wonder Man, written by Stan Lee, pencilers Don Heck, inker Dick Ayers, colorist Stan Goldberg, letterer is Art Simic, and editor Stanley. So this is the first appearance of Wonder Man, who basically Wonder Man versus Wasp. Yeah. I think Wonder Man was an important, like, the thing with Avengers is that all these characters became very important as they went on because they start to get integrated with each other. I love Vision, who's another favorite of mine, and I love West Coast Avengers, and all these guys are all tied in. Dick Ayers, not Hairs, Ayers. It's my Canadian accent, Skeptic, and you have it too. But like when you're watching MCU movies, and then you go back and you're like, yeah, none of this is the same. Like Ultron, all that stuff's different. Vision is all different, and Wonder Man was all important with that. And I know that he was gone, and they had his brain patterns, and then he came back, and then he was kind of in love with what's her name, Scarlet Witch. But then Vision was also kind of in love with her because they shared, I guess, his brain patterns or something or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And we actually covered that on our podcast as well, that issue as well, with Vision. But so he's a pretty neat character. I guess now he's getting his. They're gonna do is it a movie or a TV show?
It's a streaming show.
It'll be a streaming show. Yeah. I mean, and while they're doing the whole, it's the Ultimate Wonder Man, so they had to change the race of him or whatever, just for reasons unknown. But I remember Nathan Fillion was supposed to play him at some point, and then that just kind of fell through.
I don't think he ever played him, but there was when they were doing Guardians, was it Guardians 2? I think it was Guardians 2.
Okay.
And they were showing the flashbacks where Ego meets his mother. I think there was supposed to be a scene where they're coming out of a movie theater together or something like that. And one of the posters has an image of Nathan Fillion as Simon Williams on the movie poster, or something like that. That's what I heard.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that, I guess, that didn't go through. So now we have someone else playing him. I mean, I'm going to watch that show just to see what it is, but, I guess Zemo could be technically in it because we had a Zemo in MCU, so he could technically be in that episode. You could technically make him, I guess. I guess, and they had Tony Stark, so I guess you could have Simon Williams being, having his company and then being pissed off at Tony. So I guess it could kind of happen, I guess.
Well, the thing is, they've already got him apparently in this streaming show. He's already going to be in Hollywood and being, I think, a movie star and stuff. And that comes much later. So it is interesting to ask, how are they going to handle his origin and how he got his powers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what about Grim Reaper and all that? Grim Reaper is definitely a race car driver, right? But how is that? I don't know. It's going to be weird how I don't know. I have to see it. I'll have to watch it. I'm not excited because it's anything Disney Marvel is just I'm just not excited as my default. like stance. So I don't know. Okay. Baron Zemo gets, what does he become, like Giant Man here? What's going on? Quagmire.
Cap is kind of like lost his mind. He's kind of
Yeah.
hallucinating.
It's like, hey, Quagmire, buddy, I got to send you a shirt. I sent you a message on X. Check your X messages and let me know what shirt you want, and then I'll get the guys at Bearded to send it out to you. Okay. Wonder Man. Yeah, so Captain America is like seeing things here. It's a blank wall. That's it. It's like, but I thought it was a hallucination. It's like, so he's angry at Zemo for being responsible for the death of Bucky. So we've learned that as we've been reading these. If only I knew where to find him. Virtual reality fitness. Hey, how's it going? Jonathan Majors, charges dropped. Oh, really? For Kang? Yeah. I don't even, are they bringing that character back?
I've heard that. I mean, there's nothing official. I think there's been some speculation that when they bring in Doctor Doom, there'll be some bit where he kills Kang off or something. But I don't know. I think that's just a fan theory. There's nothing that's been official about him coming back.
Kang's gone. I mean, what isn't there, like, the problem with this MCU is that any actor can be any character, right? Based on their multiverse. Like, I'll say this and we'll move on with the issue, but like, this is why I didn't like that Loki program. Like, it's like, okay, there's a million Lokis or something, and they're all different actors. It's like, okay. So then, but then they showed Kang and it's all the same actor. So, okay, so why can't, like, then why do you need him if there's, like, I don't know. I feel like it's just like they don't know what it feels like it's whatever excuse they want to make, they make that excuse. Like, oh, there's only one actor. It's like, well, okay, there's tons of Loki actors, right? So why can't there be many Kang actors? Why can't there be a female Kang then, or whatever, right? Like, I don't want that, but
there is a female Kang in the comics, actually.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, just have the normal Kang, like, or don't have him. I don't know. It's like he didn't do anything. Like, he's.
They've botched that character.
Yeah.
Almost as bad as the Mandarin.
Yeah. Oh, I think Mandarin got botched worse. And then in Shang-Chi, he was kind of messed up. Sue Storm became. Oh, did she become Kang? I only read up to issue 102 of Fantastic Four. Those are all streamed. I didn't read anything past 102. All right, so we got the Masters of Evil here. Trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives. What do you want to do, Enchantress? I don't know. What do you want to do, Executioner? Executioner showing his strength by bending stuff around. Basically, they're concocting a plan here that they're going to get Simon Williams. So here's Simon, and he's like disgraced or whatever. Was it embezzlement or something, or was that embezzlement? Yep.
Yeah.
So he's finished, and they're going to use him to create Wonder Man, which was really, I thought I'd heard Stan Lee or somebody saying that they just wanted to quickly get the rights to Wonder Man before, DC took it because they had Wonder Woman. So it's like, let's quickly do Wonder Man so that we get the rights on him.
Well, what? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what happened. The way I kind of heard it is, they used the Wonder Man character in this issue, and then one of the reasons why they waited so long to bring him back was because after this issue, DC, I guess, kind of made noise about, don't do that or we'll, take legal action. But then in the late 70s, they created Power Girl. And of course, Marvel had a character named Power Man, so then Marvel was like, well, wait a minute, you guys are doing the same thing. So then, and that's kind of why they brought Wonder Man back, to kind of stick it to DC.
Huh. DC, yeah, that DC. What do you want? What do you want to be when you grow up, Enchantress? She wants to be Thor's wife or something, right? Does she say? I don't remember if she says something in this one. So we check out what the Avengers are up to, building stuff, and Wasp is like, she's so annoying. They really can't write these female characters back. She's like, you haven't taken me out dancing in weeks. It's like, okay, well, we've been fighting villains. Like, I don't like, when did you want to go dancing? Like, and meanwhile, he's thinking about poor Bucky, who's dead. You go back to Zemo. Here, watch this. So they've gotten Simon to come in. Relax, Williams. You're about to sleep, and when you awaken, you shall be Simon Williams no longer. You will be Wonder Man. Dun, dun, dun. Now, so this is ionic energy that they're like bombarding him with to get his strength up. It's like your strength is being increased almost beyond description. Wow. Don't forget his other power, invincibility. Zemo forgets nothing. He's a another third person character. The Barbara Norris aspect of Valkyrie. So, boom, nailing him more. Rise, and now we may test you. So he's awake. He looks he was in good shape though, like for like a big business guy.
Yeah.
So he wakes up. He's in good shape. It looks good. Shoot him with bullets. Nope, no problem. Bulletproof skin is but one of your many powers. I should describe the others shortly. How about getting me some clothes? I provided you with this costume. It's like, okay, why do I have this costume? Well, you're going to join the Avengers and pretend to be on their team, and then you're going to screw them over. And I like how Executioner's like, the way she looks at him, she has never looked at me like that. All the women do in these early issues is look at whatever the character of the day is. It's like, that's, it's like, oh, look, it's Thor. Ooh, oh, look, it's Wonder Man, right? Like, that's all they do. That's all they do in these early issues. Joe, then they created the Power Princess with Squadron Supreme. Yes.
Yeah.
Simon is a snack. Yeah. Ooh, look at that.
And he's actually there is another character. Actually, I mentioned Power Man. So the Avengers had the Marvel had a villain named the Smuggler, and he eventually went through this ionic energy process too, and got powers like Wonder Man, and he actually changed his name to Power Man. And then in the 80s, he actually got a hold of some of the PIM particles and got, size changing powers, and he eventually became Atlas, who was a member of the Thunderbolts.
Oh, okay. Well, so it's like a lot of potential for this Wonder Man show. He could fight a lot of different guys. They'll never have him fight anybody. Marvel was sexist. Well, I don't think they're intentionally trying to do anything weird. It's just how it came across. But like some of the characters are fine. Like Betty, I think Betty Brant is pretty good in the Hulk comics. Well, I like pretty much any of the heroes are okay. It's usually the sidekicks who aren't. Like Karen Page sucks. Jane Foster super sucks. Wasp is useful, but like she makes a lot of goofy comments. That's the only thing. And especially these early issues, it's a lot of goofiness. But like she is useful. Like she does stuff. Like they have her do actual good things to like help get stuff done. So she's important in that way. Wonder Man needs to team up with the Beast. Yep, that is correct. Ravenscroft, what's going on? So he flies with his belt, his little jetpack thingy on his belt, or
Yeah.
belt jets or whatever. Other than that, he's got all the strength and all that.
And at this, I was going to say, at this point, I mean, he is one of the strongest characters at Marvel. I mean, really, the only ones who are stronger than him are probably the Hulk and Thor, and that is about it.
Yeah, because he like friggin' takes care of business. Sean is something came up tonight. Everything's fine. Nothing's there's no problems. He should be back for Monday. Sexism's like the lead 60s, 70s and everything in paint and goes gas goes comics. Paint to gas to comics. Yeah, okay. Stan Lee was Grand Fighter writer career. Jack Kirby is more like serious movie. Love Jack Kirby. Yes. Well, Jack Kirby's the best. Everybody knows Jack Kirby's the best. I think with Stan Lee, he lived so long that like a lot of praise, and he was the voice of Marvel. Like as a kid, he'd voice the cartoons, right? And then you'd be like, that's the only guy that you would hear all the time as a kid. I always liked 1D.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that's a big part of why I liked his character.
Yeah, like I remember when because he was dead and he came back, and I remember this in West Coast. He was like, "Yeah, I died, and I don't want to die again." Like, it sucked, and it's like he was a bit nervous about it too.
Yeah, he was, like I say, he was one of the most powerful characters, but at the same time, he always had this kind of fear about getting killed, and it, made him hesitant. It gave him some pathos that a lot of characters didn't have.
Mm. Do you like the green costume, or do you like? I kind of like the black. This costume's not bad. I do like the black one with the no sleeves because that's the comic that's his solo comic. But I do like this costume, and then he had that jacket at some point. I should do what costume did you like best? Did you like this? Which costume did you like?
It's tough to pick one. I'm partial to his kind of safari jacket look because I kind of saw he had that for a long time. That's kind of the period when I was reading him a lot. So I do have a fondness for that one.
Now, do a poll which is the worst. Did you buy the action? I don't know if you buy action figures, but they did an action figure of that coat one. I've got it in the back there. You can't see it. Oh, Jim Shooter's Ultra Nefarious stories. Yes. Oh, I put that in. That's why I've got these guys in the back here. I heard those are good. Jack Kirby was the Ultimate King before Roy Thomas. Oh, you like Roy Thomas? All right. So I can't remember. Did he tell him about the weakness here, or did he tell him about the weak thing, or no? Can't remember if he told him here. No, it's not. It's not yet. Or is it here? Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. So Wonder Man's got all this power, but the thing is, it's like Executioner is saying, "Well, how are we going to control this guy if he has all this power? He can just become crazy at any moment and take us out." And he's like, "That's my ace in the hole. The same ionic rays which gave him his power will also kill him within a week." And he's like, "What?" It's like, "That's right. I've got an antidote, which I'll give you every week so long as you behave yourself." So that sucks. Sorry, go ahead.
Of course, if he's invulnerable, you wonder how they're going to give him the injection, but whatever.
Maybe it's a pill or something. Maybe I can't remember what it is.
Well, he says, "I'll inject you," though. He says,
Yes.
"I'll inject you each week." So it's like, well, wait a minute.
How is that gonna? Yeah, how are you gonna inject him with the needle? All right, so they stage a little attack here. So the guys come and attack, and then Wonder Man comes and takes him out in 5 seconds, or like 5 panels, not even. So,
probably.
Well, I'm sure the show will be bad. Suppository. Well,
yeah, I guess he could give it that way. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. So yeah, he comes and crushes all this stuff. I love how he spins Enchantress. Like, what the hell is this? It's like, what are you like? I can't tell what the heck's going on here. He's like whoosh, and then did he spin her around or? All right, so Wonder Man played his part to perfection. Now to escape behind this fog bomb and let our new ally do the best alone. I'm not really sure. Every time they do these things where they fake being a part of the team, I'm never sure how it's going to actually work. Like, they can get out of anything. Like, okay, so Wonder Man's going to join in and be a fake member, but like it almost feels like he could just beat them up. Heart of the Amazon is his backstory. I don't know Heart of the Amazon. But yeah, so it's like what is their ultimate what is Zemo's ultimate plan? Like, it almost feels like Wonder Man could just come and just kick the crap out of them and just be done. Like, right there, if they just all attack together, could they have just won right there? I wonder.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Like, so.
But I think it's just, it's for the sake of drama.
Yeah, like, get him in here. It's like, all right. It's like, so he comes in and it's almost too easy. What a victory for Zemo, yeah. So Cap, is it Cap? What were you doing in South America, fella? Okay, so he's trying to convince them here. Well, it's a long story. Well, we have time. It's a long story. That's fine. Go ahead. Well, okay. Well, I was vacationing there, and I was captured by Zemo, and he forced me to act as a subject for some experiments, but I finally escaped him. It's like, no, it doesn't ring true. I admit Zemo has the skill to increase a man's strength, but he also has the brains to stop you from escaping. Unless this is a trick planned by Zemo himself. Whoa, Captain America is awesome. He just figured the whole thing out right there. Do they have any interviews? No.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Come join. It's all open. Anyone. You got a power, come on. Be part of the Avengers.
And I guess in the next week's stream, there'll be some more people coming to join the team, and not much vetting is done on them either.
Because I haven't read next week. See, I'm going to read that this week, so I'm looking forward to what's going on.
Even though all of them have criminal records.
Well, what are you going to do? Once they turned Wonder Man into pure energy, he lost some appeal to me. Yeah. I know. Okay, so he was pure energy for a while, and I actually had a figure of that. But then he went back, and you can correct me. Then he went back to he could become the energy. So he was like normal, and then he could become the energy being when he wanted to. It's almost like a transformation. I can't remember if that was a thing.
Yeah.
And that's the last I've heard. Like, I don't know what Wonder Man's doing right now.
Well, I haven't read the Avengers in a while.
Yeah, like Origin of Wonder Man. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Wasn't he an android also? No, he's a guy. Yeah, they did the solo. Yeah, I've got that whole thing. I just actually I have the physical issues, but I found it on digital, so I put it on the iPad. So I've been rereading them again, just because after I read this, I got excited to read those again. So okay, so Captain America is not buying it really. So then Enchantress uses a magic spell to basically make him more like susceptible to that story.
Yeah. And somehow Zemo has like a closed circuit TV camera inside Avengers Mansion.
Yeah.
I wonder how that works.
Wait a minute. Not the omnipresent or omniscient camera. Hollywood one day. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, after it was pretty much during the Busiek run, after George Perez kind of left the book for health reasons. And then I stuck with it a little while after that. And then I stopped collecting at that point. I was really kind of just drifting away from Marvel in general at that point. In fact, I think that might have been the last book I was getting at that time.
I want to point out too that Captain America's mask is over his ear. I don't know if that's just a coloring mistake or.
Yeah, it's just a coloring error, I think.
It's like, because that's not, he has like the exposed ear. Yes, and the brain patterns were used. Yeah, so it was human. I think it was Jim Hammond's body with Simon's brain patterns to make Vision. Is that correct? Yes.
Yeah, although some of that got retconned in West Coast Avengers. John Byrne basically changed it so that it wasn't the Torch's body that was used. Great.
Yeah, and I just read those. Whenever WandaVision came out, I went back and read a lot of my West Coast. I have almost the entire run. I'm looking to complete it, hopefully this weekend, actually. And yes, I went back and read that. It's like, and they meet each other. It's like, hey, wait a minute, you're not him. What the heck? Toro, not. Oh, so they went back and said it was Toro. No, but originally it was Human Torch, 100%. It was Jim Hammond in these comics. We read Vision's first appearance for a podcast. Wait, Toro was a real boy though, wasn't he? I was reading some Golden Age Human Torch not too long ago. I think he was a real boy.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's a real boy.
A real life boy.
He's a real life boy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, he can identify something else, I suppose. But we're not going to get into Invaders. Yes, I love it. Invaders are cool. All right, so he's in. Okay, Wonder Man, you're in. So Wonder Man has a disease, and they're trying to help him find a cure for it, which is kind of cool.
And it's also kind of interesting that they never, I guess, see his real face. He never takes his mask off.
Right.
Because if he did, you'd think they would recognize, that it's Simon Williams, particularly Tony Stark, since like he was involved in a legal dispute with him.
Yeah, like, I mean, come on. But that's okay. They're allowed. They did establish in earlier issues that they don't have to reveal their identities to each other. Like nobody knows Tony Stark is Iron Man. So they did. So I'll give him this one. I'll give him that one. Like nobody knows Thor is Donald Blake. Captain America. So wait, Captain America has no identity, really, does he?
Well, I mean, he does, but he doesn't really seem at this point to have much of a life outside of being Captain America.
Yeah, so it doesn't even really matter. Okay, so they are trying to find a cure for Wonder Man, which is pretty cool. There's Rick Jones. What's it? Mask off, mask on. Make up your mind, Tony. Yeah, I know. No, this is the Iron Man's bodyguard thing. Tony's bodyguard, Iron Man, or whatever. Okay. Hey, Phantom Outsider, how's it going? It's only been 5 issues. That's true. Yeah. Okay, so they've captured the Wasp. I never suspected Wonder Man was a spy. I trusted him. We all did. He betrayed us. So now here comes Iron Man. There's no need for you to bother, Executioner. I've already provided a little reception of my own. Is this the Mark V armor? I have no idea, man. I think I've read 13 issues of Iron Man, and then I read Iron Man volume 700. I think they're on 702 right now. So I read there was one Iron Man comic I read, and it was only like 12 issues. Iron Man gets rebooted more than anybody else.
It's 4 or 5 because you had the original gray suit, then the golden one, then the one with the little, kind of horns on the mask.
Yeah, like the V.
And then I believe it was this one.
Okay. Cap is affiliate C, but he's not. Yeah, it's not. There's not really. He doesn't need one. Everyone he knows is passed out. Hey, Star Wars Purist, Star Wars Marvel Purist, how's it going, dude? Make sure you guys are subscribed to Purist. I'm gonna put your link up in there. Hold on a second here.
And Captain America's identity is secret at this point.
All right, make sure you subscribe to Star Wars Marvel Purist. I'll have you on again, buddy. That was great having you on. We'll figure out something. John Byrne, Iron Man. Okay, never read that one. Gray, gold. No,
Yeah,
this
so
should be
this
fourth. This is the
Mark
fourth.
IV,
Okay.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I love this giant magnet. I guess that's why not.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a giant magnet.
No. If you drop your keys, it's perfect. It's all good. Here's the Frisbee shield where it's like a super flat, like the shield's just like literally like a disc. Bite got the big double drop kick. That was cool. Here comes Thor. Oh, Wonder Man punches him in the face. And then this is awesome. He like buried him underneath and like put a boulder over top. And the hammer is, they actually pointed out, there's the Uru hammer. Giant Man grabs him, and then he gets like the super double kick in his chest or his stomach there. Oof. There, last warning. Where is the wasp? Thud. I like how he bounces it. It's like thuds him. Uh-oh. Busted up machine. Much obliged. It's like Captain America is there. Boom, here comes Iron Man. So basically, Wonder Man like baseball bats him. Distract with shield, then coming with fists. Yeah. Boom. Whoa. Whoop. Okay, whoop. That's a whoop. Wonder Man isn't unbeatable. I think I can take him. But what of the others? What happened to Thor? Yeah, what happened to Thor? It's like, well, shit. He's hammerless. So this is still the 1 minute rule. If Thor doesn't have his hammer in his hand, if he's separated for more than 1 minute, he'll revert back. So I like this Wonder Man. How can anyone beat the Avengers? They never surrender. The more they're battered, the harder they fight. So he's like starting to admire them. He was also thinking, they try to help me find a cure. Like, I kind of feel bad about all this. But he's got to fight on because Zemo's the one who can keep him alive. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. Giant Man just got his friggin' bloody like chest caved in. Yeah. He's underneath this. Like there's a boulder over the top of this pit, so he's now Blake under there. What about Stormbreaker? I don't know when that got introduced. That's like way later, I feel like.
Yeah, so those actually happened around the same time. So this was during the Walt Simonson run in the mid '80s. That was the run where Walt Simonson got rid of the Blake identity, and there was Beta Ray Bill was introduced in that run, and he actually became Thor briefly. And during that run, they actually had Beta Ray Bill get his own hammer made, and that's where Stormbreaker came from.
Beta Ray Bill's awesome.
His hammer.
Yeah. I've got the first figure of that guy that they ever did. It's awesome. He's a great character. Wonder Man ever used Iron Man as a club, a Giant Man or Cap? See how it's done in 62. Yeah, see, like look at this, like Beta Ray. Oh, they'll put Beta Ray Bill in there somewhere, but they'll just make him a goofy loser. So like it'll just be like pointless. Okay, so here comes the Enchantress. So okay, Iron Man actually, this is smart. He's like, Thor should have freed himself by now. Perhaps he's in trouble. Good call. There's look at this weird, like he's lifted like some chopping here. I can't. What the hell's going on here? It's like they're like, Enchantress shows up. So she puts him to sleep, and then now he's like, I guess like floating, or is he getting chopped here? What the hell's going on? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Wait, why must we kill them? Can't we just have them as our captives? It's like, no. No. Well, I have no choice. I got to do what I'm told. It's like, and now, okay, is life so dear that I'd pay such a price for it? Whoosh, all of a sudden, the big boulder. Who dares? I dare. The Avengers shall not die. It's Wonder Man. He's turned against us. Stop him. He's trying to free Thor. I'll put a stop to that. So now he does free him, though, does he? Yeah, he does free him. So once he frees him, that's it. That guy, the bald guy is from Ragnarok. It's what's his face? Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Or was he in part? I think Carl Urban was in all of them. Was he in all of them?
He was in Ragnarok.
Yeah, he's definitely Ragnarok. Yeah. Yes, Skeptic. That's Carl Urban in Ragnarok. That is that character. He looks like him. He's got the hair. He's got those weird hair or whatever. Who is likely Blake? I've heard of Blake Live, but not likely Blake. It's Blake 7. It's Raj Blake. Wonder Man has the cool goggles. Yes, I do like those goggles. And yes, he was in Ragnarok. Yeah. He was a character in Ragnarok. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, Carl Urban. Yep. Okay. So Captain America. So once Thor's free, now it's just like it's ass kicking time. But Wonder Man's dead, and we'll never see him again. It's very sad. Never see Wonder Man again.
Or is it?
All right, Immortus. So this is Immortus, or is this Kang? I have no idea. Let me read the credits here. So this is Avengers number 10, Volume 1, number 10. It is the release date of September 8th, 1964. It's the cover date November 1964. The Avengers break up. Writer Stan Lee, penciler Don Heck. Yes, that's correct. Ravenscroft, that is Don Heck. Inker is Dick Ayers. Colorist is Stan Goldberg. Letterer is Sam Rosen. And editor is Stan Lee. We got Immortus, who I guess later they say this is also Kang. I don't. So it's Rama Tut and him are also Kang. Is that right?
Yeah, Kang eventually becomes Immortus.
Okay.
Don't try to spend too much time trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was just going to say this is already weird to me. Yeah. All right. Okay, so the Avengers break up. Well,
and in some realities, like in the Squadron Supreme reality, for instance, he became the Scarlet Centurion. It's another version of him.
There's too many. Yeah, nobody knows. Kang, Immortus, Scarlet Centurion, Rama Tut, all the same. Yeah. Odin wanted to punish Thor and teach him humility. Oh, yeah. For Donald Blake. Well, he wore Donald Blake's shirt in Thor 1, the first movie. He had a shirt and it said Donald Blake. That was kind of funny. All right. Captain America's getting a little workout here. So he's like, okay, guys, try to take me down. So it's a little workout for Cap. I like how they're like, oh, at least you could pretend to breathe heavy to make us feel good. So again, we got the Masters of Evil here. So they're really been the focus now for a while.
Yeah, they're pretty much the main adversaries in like the second half of the first year of the Avengers.
It's like, bah. if vengeful Odin had not taken some of our powers from us, then we could have beat the crap out of Thor and them. It's like, well, okay. Okay, here comes Immortus. In Kang colors. So there's that. You stand in the presence of Immortus. And Immortus can bring back, he can bring in characters from any time, from anywhere in time and space, pretty much, right? Like, I feel like he just teleports guys in, even whether, yeah, here's Paul Bunyan. It's like, ha ha ha. It's like, so Executioner makes fun of him, and then he calls Paul Bunyan in, and then Executioner rips the floor. And I love where it's like, is it Zemo who says, you're like, okay, stop doing this, you're gonna wreck my place. It's like the nonsense. You forget I've been observing them. Okay, so yeah, he brings guys in. So Mortis wants to kill the Avengers because it's Avengers and it's a comic, and that's how it works. So he gets the Masters of Evil on his team here. They put out this fake newspaper article saying that you can get superpowers. So Rick Jones is right there. Hey, Edward, how's it going? Thanks for coming on. Timey-wimey, yep, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, there's Rick Jones. So he sees this. Now look, like, come on. Doesn't Rick know that this is a scam? I feel like he would be someone who wouldn't fall for this. Like, doesn't he know that this is like a scam? So he sees the thing in the newspaper. You can get superpowers by visiting Immortus. Odin was always saying his problems were, yeah, I agree with you, Fanny. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, he does kind of do that.
It's like, here, go to figure it out on Earth. It's like, screw
let
you.
the mortals deal with it. Who cares?
Immortus wants to kill the Avengers for reasons. Yep. Ravenscroft's got behind my like 7. That's okay. Oh, it's one a day. So I'm already okay. So not only that, I already finished The Prisoner, and all the videos for Prisoner are posted. And now I'm on to The Persuaders. So I'm on episode 2 of Persuaders, which I'll upload, I may have already uploaded today. Did you ever watch The Persuaders with Tony Curtis and Roger Moore?
I've seen bits and pieces. I've never really sat down and watched the whole show or anything.
Oh, it's so awesome. I just got the Blu-ray from Imprint, which is like, there's commentaries on every episode by Roger Moore and Tony Curtis, or at least one of them. And they, like, I don't know how they got all these or when they got these features, but it's crazy to have all it has. Every episode has like 7-8 features on it. It's absolutely stupid. It's like the craziest box. It was $200, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Like, it's like one of the best sets that I have. So, and that show is awesome. Okay, Rick Jones shows up. Hey, can I get superpowers? Why, sure. Here you go. And then he brings this guy. Who's this guy again? I can't remember who this is. Oh, Attila. So he brings Attila. It's like, Attila the Hun? What is this? It's like, he fights him, which is pretty good, but then he gets captured. So Captain America still has the blue ear. Maybe it was it supposed to be? What's he look like on the cover? Yeah, no, that's weird. That's the second issue now. It's been like that. But this looks like it's been reprinted. It's reprinted, right? There's no way this is what it looked like back then.
Probably, yeah.
I wonder if they colored it wrong. So Rick Jones is missing, of course, because he's into shenanigans. Was it European? Yeah, I guess it would have been European. It's Roger Moore right before James Bond. Like, they were going to make season 2, and then he became James Bond, so they didn't do it.
Yeah.
He's basically James Bond. He's driving like a cool car. It's like Tony Curtis is the American James Bond almost, and Roger Moore's James Bond. Then they team up to like fight bad guys.
And isn't the setup like they're basically both con men?
They're both
And
like,
they're kind of coerced into basically helping this judge like bring
yes.
down criminals or something like that.
Yeah, they're both rich guys. They're legitimately rich. They're both super rich and famous. And then what happens is that they're bored with life, so they just go around like to different hotels and womanize and whatever and drink and stuff. And then this judge is like, "Why don't you use your talents to help people?" And they get into this fight. They literally get into. I'll tell you this one thing, and then we'll move on. So they meet up at the bar, and Roger Moore orders his drink, and he's like, "Oh, one olive." And then Tony Curtis is like, "No, it's two olives." And he's like, "No, it goes, I don't know who you are, but it's one olive." And he's like, "No, trust me, I'm doing you a favor. It's two." He's like, "Yeah, that's fine." So they get into a fight, and the restaurant's destroyed. Like, they just destroyed this restaurant. Then they're in the patio, they're in the wagon being taken to the police or whatever, and they're inside. And then Tony Curtis is like, he goes, "Okay, so how much were the damages?" And Roger Moore's like, "That's fine. I'm covering it." And then he's like, no, I'd like to, pay for half the damages. And Roger Moore's like, no, it's customary that I pay. It's tradition. And he's like, "Well, what do you mean it's tradition?" He's like, "Well, the winner of the fight pays for the damages." And he's like, "What are you talking about, winner of the fight?" Because you can barely stand. He's like, "Oh yeah, what are you talking about?" Then they're still getting into a fight again over who won the last fight to pay for the damages. It's so funny. The two of them are so hilarious together, and they just make fun of each other all the time, and it's so good. It's 100. It's on Tubi. Oh, is it on Tubi? It might be on Tubi. Yeah. I super cannot highly recommend it enough. If you want to see, I mean, if you like Roger Moore, who's the coolest guy ever, and Tony Curtis, they're just super cool guys going around being awesome. That's the whole show. All right. Did I miss anybody? Holy heck. That's funny. Never heard of Persuaders who brought up. Yeah. Okay. So that got that one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like they're blue all the time, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's just a coloring screw up.
Yeah. No, they're not con men. They're not con men. They're like just rich guys. But yeah. Okay, so anyways, continue on. So Immortus is like so Captain America figures out, he sees the newspaper clipping or whatever, and then he's like, okay, he probably went for this, and boom, he just crashes through the window and shows up. It's all very fast moving. Like, one panel, calls his buddies, the brigade or whatever, finds the evidence, boom. Next panel, he's crashing in. So now Immortus turns him against the other Avengers. So it's almost like Captain America versus everyone else in this issue. It's like, I will bring them back to the Avengers here. One of them has betrayed us or whatever. So then it's like, which one of you delivered Rick Jones to Immortus? It's like, Cap, what's the big idea here? Oh yeah, you're gonna play me a fool? And now it's just Captain America fighting each guy. Now he blocked the hammer. I guess you could block the hammer. I don't know. Is that too? I feel like that. Could Captain America deflect?
Yeah, I believe he could.
Yeah. Well, he could lift it. Right? And none of this. So far, there's been none of the. Well, I haven't been reading. I did read Journey into Mystery. I've read the first maybe like 7 or 8 Journey into Mysteries with the Thor stories, and I don't think there's the. It just says whoever's worthy gets the powers, right? I don't think it says you can't lift it. It feels like it's more like a magical thing where you just can't lift it.
Right. Yeah, it's a magic spell.
Yeah. So it's like not as much of the, if you are worthy, you can lift it. I'm not sure how that spell works. I feel like that's it's kind of these weird. There needs to be a term for magic. It's like, it's magic, so whatever, right? Like, you just have to kind of figure it out. This is why they broke up. Yeah, Captain America went against them all. They wouldn't show detail in the ear if it was covered. Showing detail means it's supposed to be flesh colored. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe. Yeah, it's a mistake, but it's a mistake throughout the entire all of last issue and all of this issue. He's pure of heart, so he can lift, so he should get deflected. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. No, you can't lift / wield it if you are not worthy. I don't remember exactly what it said in those older ones, but that was when the walking stick, basically the walking stick is the hammer, right? It's just like it just looks different. So I'm wondering, could anyone pick up his walking stick?
Yeah, if it's in the walking stick form, anyone can pick it up.
So yeah, in order for you to become Thor, you have to be worthy enough to become Thor with it. Maybe Thor was kind of lobbying Mjolnir. Yeah, okay, not really throwing it. That's true. Yeah, you can. So Fanny, yeah, you can pick up the walking stick. What did I do when I don't know what I did? Skeptic, I don't know. That's a weird question. I don't know. I saw it in the theater. I was like, okay, it's Smart Hulk. I thought it looked crap. Okay, Captain America takes out his legs. Boom. Captain America's doing pretty good against all these guys. So it's like, and that was foreshadowed earlier by his workout, saying that he can hold his own.
Yeah.
Wasp comes. Pating. Stand back. Giant Man was the smartest one here. He's like, look, obviously something's wrong. Why don't we just, humor him and go along with him? Like, so enough talk. Where's Rick? It's like, oh, the sands of time. He can do this all day. Yes. Yeah. Wouldn't that have been awesome if he had said that? That was a great line. So if you tap the stick, it might change into the hammer, but you aren't really worthy to go, right? Yeah. So, but like, okay. So if I just grabbed that stick and tapped it, it became the hammer. And you're like, what the hell? And then it would just be stuck there. Do I have issues with Infinity War? Well, it's not Infinity War. That's my only issue is that it's not Infinity War. But other than that, it's like a fine movie. I don't know why they take these names and then don't even bother adapting the thing. Like just call it The Coming of Thanos or something. You know what I mean? Like just make up a title. Like it's not like anyone cares. Like, were you not going to go see it if it was called Avengers 4 or 3 or whatever it was? I feel like it's false advertising to call it Infinity War and then it's not Infinity War. Doom and Kang team up in Infinity War comics. Didn't know. I don't think no. Not in Infinity War. Are you thinking about Secret Wars? Because that's Doom and Kang. Oh, who's messaging me? Is that UFK? No. That's my buddy. Okay. Maybe I don't remember them teaming up in Infinity War, but it could be true. I haven't read that in like 100 years. You say that after Weekend at Ultron's? Yeah. Yeah, that's Secret Wars for sure. That's what I was thinking. Oh yeah, Magus, yeah, and Warlock, yeah. That's the Infinity War. Okay, Infinity Gauntlet is Thanos acquiring the gauntlet and then doing all that stuff, and then Nebula gets it and snapping the guys away and all of that. Infinity War is the Magus, who is the evil part of Warlock, who creates doppelgangers, duplicates of every character, and then they fight themselves. And then what's the next one? Goddess is the next one, and that's
Infinity
Crusade. They'll never make that one because that one's basically the atheists versus the believers, right? So I don't think that movie's gonna get me. I don't think they're gonna make that movie. That'll piss everybody off. Yeah, Nebula gets it. That was awesome. I really enjoyed all three of those series, and I enjoyed the Infinity Watch comics. Gave further stories of Thanos attacked Earth or threatened the universe. They gave up on 4 other stories. Okay. All right. So, anyways, so he keeps bringing in these characters from different time periods or whatever. This is Goliath, like David and Goliath. It's like, are these characters? These it feels like he can get people out of the fictional world or whatever. Who's it? It's like it's Merlin. Like, wait a minute, Merlin. Well, Merlin did become a character though, didn't he? Or yeah, Merlin is a character in Marvel.
Yeah, in the Marvel universe, Merlin existed.
Yeah, so that he's a legit guy.
And I would say probably Goliath too. I know about Paul Bunyan though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess he does exist because he exists here. So therefore, he does exist. Infinity Saga comics were great. Yeah. Yeah. Magus becomes second Eternity's Living Tribunal. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. When Warlock gets it, he says, yeah, Adam Warlock is like, oh, I can't, I don't trust myself or whatever. So he like splits up into those different components. Right. And part of him was a woman. So there you go. That was progressive, right? Immortus reads fairy tales. Yeah, I know he does. I call Pinocchio. Who what if he started calling useless characters? Like, all right, Pinocchio, come and attack. And then the nose can like, they sharpen. Maybe his nose goes into a pencil sharpener and then it can like attack. It can like attack her. They're doing a Pinocchio horror movie now. Yeah. All right, so there's Merlin. Surely Merlin would be pretty formidable, I would think. But he gets taken down. And then Hercules. Now this isn't the real Hercules. Like, this isn't the real Hercules. Or do you think, are they saying that this, do you think that this is the Hercules that we know from Marvel, or?
Well, it's I don't know. I think it kind of depends on how you think it, because I'm pretty sure Hercules wasn't a character at Marvel at this point.
No.
So I guess the question is he snatching these characters out of time and bringing them here, which is kind of the implication, or is he just kind of creating them himself somehow? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be the Hercules,
right?
Which would mean
that's
it's the same Hercules that comes later. Although it's funny that I don't think that Hercules has ever made any mention of this happening.
Yeah, remember when I fought? Because he definitely fights Thor a bunch of times. My eyes, my ears. Yeah, he beat him with who said that? Someone said something funny. Yeah, Beastie Boys. No, it was Iron Maiden. Not Iron Man uses Iron Maiden. Come on. Even though Iron Maiden wasn't around, but it's Hercules. Might be before he got his loin tunic or whatever. Yeah, I love Hercules. I got 2 different Hercules figures over there. He's supposed to be plucking them from time. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, Hercules versus Thor is pretty badass, though. Like, this is a cool idea, actually. And like having them fight. I remember Thor appeared in Hercules Legendary Journeys. I don't know if you ever watched Hercules Legendary Journeys, but Thor appeared.
I watched a few of them. I don't remember the Thor episode though.
It was called Somewhere Over the Rainbow Bridge. So that was pretty neat. Okay, so there's Immortus. And he just gets beat. He just gets beat up. It's like, where's Rick Jones? And then he brings in these guys here to fight. More guys are coming in. They got the Knights. And then I love how, like, okay, so the Avengers, there's nothing we can do except wait. Okay, fine. Now they go right back to battling the Masters of Evil. And then Enchantress uses her little spells or whatever. I'm going to have my hands full with this character. I hope Thor's making out better. I like Wasp here, buzzing and buzzing around. Can Wasp and Ant-Man, because I'm not sure about this, and Giant Man, can they control how big and how small they get? Or is it just once? Like, does Ant-Man just become one little size, or can he get smaller and smaller? I know he can later
They
on,
can
but
they
like,
can adjust if they want, I
okay,
believe.
yeah,
The thing is, I mean, well, maybe not at this point, because at this point, I believe they're taking a pill
right.
to shrink. So it may be that because of the pill, they're just going to one size, but later it becomes like a gas, and I think then they can maybe adjust a bit more.
Like the more gas you take, the smaller you become, or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I feel like this is just one size. Like they just go, whoosh, and then that's their size.
Yeah.
What's fancy when they brought forth Morse to go back? They don't remember the incident. Yeah, yes, they do erase. They go back in time at the end of this. They get small, but they just take the standard size. Okay.
They don't remember. Yeah, well, that would explain it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, they have pin particles. Very Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Eat me, drink me, shrinking tall. Yeah, so I mean, look, the Avengers, win against these guys, and then they're actually pissed off. Well, hold on. This is a cool fight here. Captain America boings them with the shield here,
Yep.
and spins, boing, and then whoosh, gets the shield in the gut. I like this, throwing him into this thing. Boof. Thor's broken free. Avengers assemble. Is this the first time they say it? I can't remember if they said it before.
I can't remember. That's a good question.
Yeah, because we've been doing these now, and I don't remember having anyone say it. This may have been the first. Let's do a quick segue. Let me see. First time someone says Avengers assemble in comics. Avengers 10. Thor first said it. Boom, I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first. I remember reading this. I was like, hey, Avengers assemble. I think this is the first time that they say it. It was Thor. That's a good trivia. Good trivia point there. First time ever. All right, so they're defeated. And I love how they go back. They go back and they're like, so Enchantress basically rewinds time or whatever. And then it's like, okay, there's a signal coming from Immortus and we're just going to ignore it now. So, I mean, that was weird. Can she just reset? Can she just do the reset button every time?
Yeah, having her doing that, it's kind of like, okay, but why don't they do that all the time?
Yeah.
But I mean, in the Silver Age, characters would often just pull, sort of these Deus Ex type powers out of their, whats.
Yeah.
Kind of like Superman, turning back time at the end of the movie. It's
yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just okay, sure, that's cool. All right, let's go next. Oh my God, Spider-Man. I was gonna put Spider-Man in my poll. Let's take a look at my poll really quickly. So I said best guest star of the night. I didn't put Spider-Man because I assumed Spider-Man would have just taken all the votes. So I put Wonder Man, Immortus, and Mole Man, and so far Wonder Man's got 65%. Who voted for Mole Man? Are you come on? I want to know who voted for Mole Man. Immortus is interesting. Mole Man, give me a break. Come on. I threw him in there because I felt bad for him. But yeah, I didn't put Spider-Man because obviously Spider-Man would have probably taken all the votes. Skeptic, you voted for Mole Man, didn't you? Just to be weird. Okay. Avengers Volume 1, Number 11, guest starring Spider-Man. The release date for this was October 8th, 1964. The cover date is December 1964. Written by Stan Lee, penciler Don Heck, inker Chick Stone. Okay. Colorist Stan Goldberg, letterer Sam Rosen, and editor Stan Lee. And we got guest starring Spider-Man. So enough said. Now we do get a This isn't exactly. This is one of these things where I think as a kid, I would have gotten really excited, and then to be like, oh well, he doesn't really fight them. It's the old, use a robot trick or whatever. Yeah, blue. He's got the blue eyes there. That's true. That's right. It's anyone with a suit can become an Avenger. Mole Man is cool. Yeah, he's cool, but he's not cooler than Wonder Man. Spider-Man, yes. 3 people voted for him. I know. I want to know who voted for him. It's okay. You can vote for whoever you want. It's fine. I'm not going to look down on you no matter what you do. Except if you voted for Mole Man, you're wrong. That's all. That's just... the Mighty Avengers meet Spider-Man, sort of, in the very, 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 very end. But you do have this cool page. You chose Wonder Man. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. Spider-Man doesn't care for the Avengers too much. It's so different from him simping over to the MCU. Yeah, he and reintroducing the mysterious Kang. Kang. Okay, so this was like, this. Oh no, it's not this one. Sorry, it's not this one. It's the next one. It's the next one. That's weird. A lot of dialogue here. Oh my goodness. I like to amend your motion. Oh, he's got the normal ears now. Hey, Mark D with a C. What's going on, dude?
Hey, Mark.
Let's get Mark's channel in there. So Mark's channel is linked in all of my videos because he is our buddy Legionnaire. But let me get his link 1 second. Oh, come on, what am I clicking here? Mark D. There you go. Mark D's at 13, almost 1,400 subscribers. Come on, we got to get more than that's. Got to be more than that. That's crazy. Everyone on here subscribe to Mark. Let's go. Remember, Kiss Alive. Let's go. All right. When you appear, look at the word bubbles. Look at those word bubbles. Yeah, there's a lot there, man. This is like a novel. I'd be like, wow, that's a lot going on here. When you appear and die in your first appearance, then provide brainwaves for the Vision, then come back several times. You need to get an appropriate credit. Yes. I mean, he's many characters. He's Vision. He's everybody. Okay, it's pretty easy to figure out, Mr. Chairman. Iron Man was Stark's friend and bodyguard. So Iron Man's not in this one. He's is this the one where was let go or something? Can't remember what this one was about. Now that you got your chest, let's go. Okay, Well, since Stark's death, so Tony, I'm not reading Iron Man, so I guess they believe Tony Stark is dead at this point.
Yeah.
In his own series. So, but this is still where they believe that he's the bodyguard. So it's not. Yeah. So tells us he's hurt. Yeah, he's died. Yeah. So they're continuing from that. Okay, that makes sense. All right. There's Kang, who's wearing brown this season instead of blue. What the heck? This is weird. The one I'm reading, I read this off the Masterworks, and it was definitely recolored to be the normal color. So it is blue in my Masterworks edition. I love she's putting on her makeup here. Like, okay, thanks, putting on your big makeup. So Kang is going to make a robot of Spider-Man in order to go and fight the Avengers. Now he's looking at people. So let's see who's considering here. Oh, Mysterio is in consideration. Dr. Doom. Magneto.
Living Laser, and
Who's this guy?
Radioactive Man.
Well, that's Radioactive Man. Okay. It's like, yes, okay. It's like, no, those guys are all trash. It's like select your character. It's like a video game. He's like, I'm going to select Spider-Man. Look, even blindfolded, he's so cool. He fought Craven. Craven coming out this next month. And he can make shields with his webbing. He can do anything with his webbing that the writer deems necessary for that issue. Why Mysterio sucks when he realizes he's fake? Yeah, well, Mysterio, I guess Kang didn't know Mysterio was just like a stuntman and using effects and stuff or whatever. Yeah, now he uses that nanotechnology or something, right? But not back then. It was just they're there down screen. So he makes this robot, instantaneous robot. And he gives it all of Spider-Man's powers. I guess it could just keep creating web, like it doesn't have web shooters. First appearance of the web shield? I don't know. Did you like the classic? Do you like Spider-Man with the web under his arms? I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's the Spider-Man I grew up reading. So
yeah, I like having the web underneath. It's kind of neat. They did do it in one of the movies, didn't they?
Yeah, it was the second one. Far From Home or whatever it was, where he had these little flaps that popped out so he could glide.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Yeah, Virtual likes it. Virtual Reality likes it.
Also kind of like Spider-Woman because she's got something like that too.
Yep. We need more web-shaped stuff in movies. Yeah, that's right. I do. Yeah, we need more web things. RR, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. I smell when Spidey cried Hulk smash and used the Eye of Agamotto to send Red Skull to negative zone, thus saving you instrument. I don't know how you're able to do so many of these. Like every single video I post, you have one of these ready to go. Are you writing them in advance? Did I figure it out? You're writing these in advance. I know it. Let me give you. Do I have any cool? I haven't uploaded any new videos, and most of them are just like, negative statements. So, I'll. How about Stella Star? And who else? I haven't had Elvira for a while. So there you go. All right. Well, thanks, R. I really appreciate it, man. That's awesome. There's a whole book of there's a whole book. Yeah, you should save all these, R. You should save them. You should save them all. Make like a little booklet of them. I've seen a cool figure where it's like a figure, it's like a figure of Spider-Man and the packaging says Star Wars, but it's the Star Trek logo and it's got like a Lord of the Rings font or something. You know what I mean? Like you've seen or it's like every single thing is wrong, like nothing matches. There's a whole book. I actually in university, I did a project where I drew a picture of Batman. And so I drew a picture of Batman and then I put a caption, like a little caption underneath saying, "This is Superman." And again, wow, thanks, man. Thanks for the $2. In Spidey versus Avengers, the winner was Chuck Norris. Yes, that is true. I remember thinking, wow, Chuck Norris can just beat anybody. So yeah, he's the best. How about Sybil Danning? There you go. But yeah, I'm telling you, you got to write all these down into a little book or something. So I did a picture of I drew a picture of Batman, and then the caption said, "This is Superman." And the point of the project is that when we go to museums or we see different art and stuff like that, you read the caption and you automatically believe it. It's just something you take for granted. You're like, okay, well, what if that's a lie? Like, what if it's completely wrong? And as we had a discussion, I said, well, and then technically it could be Superman wearing Batman's costume, right? So it was a whole. So I thought it was a pretty interesting discussion because we had to come up with. I don't remember what the project was, but we had to come up with some kind of something about. I don't know what it was. Everyone had a different thing. So my thing was captions or plaques or like whatever, like. So I thought I'd make a fake one and see what everyone thought about it. So I thought that was kind of neat. But yeah, you reminded me of that, RR. They're going to have Spider-Man uses web as parachutes and Raimi's. Oh, yeah. Rewind. You want to see that? You want to see it again? What Sybil? Got to get some Sydney in there too. Okay, so here comes some guys in a brawl here. Captain America's fighting some crime. There's Spider-Man. I want to join you. I want to join the group. It's like, okay, come on over. So now they don't trust Spider-Man. So they still, I guess this is the time where people think, oh, we're not sure. They believe that he's a bad guy.
And maybe because they just got betrayed by a guy like a couple issues ago.
Yeah, there's that. Pepper and Happy stopped seeing the claim the rest of our doctrine. Left Mandarin fired away from the satellite, destroyed the mansion. Okay, so that's his thing. So this is one of the other mansions. I know. Why don't they come out of his butt? That is true. Yeah, that is true. Okay, so anyways, I love the. It's like the Thunder God said, "Halt!" It's like, look, long hair. I don't like having hammers tossed at me. You may be a real wing doozy with your own team, but until I'm one of you, you're just another guy named Joe to me. It's like, okay. No, she's the worst character. I hate her. So they treat easy Thor. He's under no obligation. It's like, all right, fine. Oh, Avengers away! That's not the run. It's not assemble. You got okay. So you got Wasp and Ant-Man here. So sometimes these giant man. Is it two different pills? Is that what it is? It's a giant pill and a shrinking pill.
Yeah.
Look, there's a temple. And go in here. Uh-oh. Spider-Man. I knew we shouldn't have trusted him. Yes, because he's a robot. So now Spider-Man takes out Wasp pretty easily. And then Ant-Man. So he's taking these pills pretty fast. So he like shrinks here. He gets big here. Spider-Man wraps the web around him and then he shrinks again. I actually like this idea of using the shrinking and growing in order to attack guys. That's kind of neat. Looking for someone, little fella, poof, punches him in the face. Spinning around, webs him up. Wasp goes around. Was like a look, skeptic, you'd love this one. It's a web fly swatter. Tom Holland would never dare to speak to Thor like that. Tom Holland is the worst. So we take down the Wasp. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, a spider, yeah. Yeah, see, there you go. I knew you'd love it. You lived there. Yeah, that's good. As soon as the capsule is broken, the PIM particles activate. Okay. So it's not a pill that he's taking in this one? That's one of the problems with the team books. It's like, if you're not reading every guy on the team, you're just kind of like, you just have to go with whatever happens. So like maybe they switched. I think Ant-Man, I only read Tales of Suspense. And then once he was out of Tales of Suspense, I didn't read anything else. Did you read Ant-Man or not really?
Never read a lot of Ant-Man, no.
Yeah, I couldn't get into him. Defend yourself, villain. Throws it. So I don't know if you can catch. So this robot, this is crazy. This robot Spider-Man is able to like defeat guys that shouldn't be defeated. It's like he webbed the hammer. Like, okay. No, it's not Spider-Man, Skeptic. It's a robot. It's not the real Spider-Man. It's a Kang robot. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Yeah, Tales to Astonish did I say suspense? Yeah, so Tales to Astonish. I have Tales to Astonish. I don't know what number, but like I don't know 60 or something or whatever it was. When did Namor become? When did Namor enter Tales to Astonish? I don't know what.
I don't remember the issue.
Yeah, so from that point on, I have it all. And prior to that, I was reading them all on digital. But I have the actual issues for when Namor started, which is pretty cool. Okay, so he's just getting webbed to hell. Like the guy's a ball of web here. So far, Kang's plan is working like a charm. Only Captain America is left. Dun, dun, dun. There's Captain America. Tries to throw a boulder on him. Or like this brick pyramid thing. Cap jumps out of the way. Shield. Flip. Punch. Oh, this is awesome. He webbed his face and like pulled him into a punch. That's cool. Do you like the small eyes on Spider-Man? Like, do you like this kind of?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of when they make the eyes like huge, just really exaggerated.
Mm-hmm. It's like this is the more classic kind of look or whatever. All right, but wait a minute. Why did Captain America was dying? Why did Spider-Man use webs to save him? Because it's the real Spider-Man. Oh, dope. I forgot. What's the real Spider-Man doing here? So the real Spider-Man shows up. Namor's name is Kukulid. I don't know what that means. The Spider Robot can go one-on-one with Thor because it's powered by plot convenience. Yeah. Conveniencium.
Yeah.
You can't stop me. I have conveniencium. Convincing. That's right. That's good. Yeah, so this was really robot Spider-Man beats up the Avengers, and then real Spider-Man comes and fights the robot. Oh, you've got the first Wasp 44. That's nice. Spidey versus Spidey. Yeah. Spider on convenience. Yeah, convenium. Okay, how about that? Yeah, convenium is good. Spider-Man should ever have a sidekick. Why not? He should have a front punch instead of a sidekick. Ha ha ha. Okay. Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. You know, I wish the Spider-Man robot wasn't the exact costume. Like maybe if it could have been a little bit different, just for the reader to be like, oh, that's not the real Spider-Man. Like I know we know it's not because of the story, but I feel like Kang was able to copy it like exactly. Like it'd be kind of neat and then here we'd be able to tell who's fighting who. Like I lost, yeah, like by this point here, like who's this now getting whipped again? So spider wings, look at that. Pretty cool. Yeah, they're punching the crap out of each other, falling and wrestling. So he presses so the real Spider-Man is able to find the deactivation button. It's like every robot has a deactivation button. It's like,
Kind of like Data. He finds his off button and flips him off.
turn them off. It's like, I don't know. Do they all have off buttons? Like that's, what if you didn't make one? You don't just turn it off, as Rambo said. You know, okay, so he falls down. Thor gets back up, turns back to Thor, and they're like, hey, that Spider-Man was pretty good. He was a good guy after all. It's like, oh well. And then Kang's pissed off, and that's it.
Look I love how dejected he looks at in that last panel.
Yeah, he's like,
oh, hanging his head like I never get to have any fun.
Damn it. He walks off. Oh man. All right. I like this cover. This looks pretty cool. What is it again? So Convenium is a rare metal that can only be found in upstate New York and only when the writers need to. That's right. All right. Okay. Let's do next one. All right. This is the final one tonight, guys. Avengers Volume 1, issue number 12. The release date is November 10th, 1964. Cover date, January 1965. This Hostage Earth. This is written by Stan Lee, penciled by Don Heck, inked by Dick Ayers, colorist Stan Goldberg, letterers by Sam Rosen, and the editor was Stan Lee. This is Mole Man. This is the issue where everyone hates Ant-Man, and they're just being complete dicks to him. And it's like, dude, like, what the hell? So Ant-Man starts to discover that the ants are having a lot of problems because there's some ground movement and things, and the ants can sense it, that the Earth is starting to just spin a little bit faster than it should be, and the ants notice it, and the Ant-Man picks up some communications from the ants that they're being a bit nervous, and Wasp was like, well, screw you, I'm not waiting around to talk to ants. And he's like, okay, fine. So she walks off, and then he calls together a meeting, and look at the roller skates, like you can't fly there, but anyway. Captain America's on roofs, Thor flies in. Okay, guys, we got a problem with the ants. Like, what, you called me here for this? This is bullshit. Yeah, this is bullshit. Everyone's like, okay, well, what the hell? I can't believe it. I'm like, why is everyone being such dicks for? Roller Man. Yeah, they're not doing Roller Man. It's like, okay, fine. And I like how Ant-Man's like, you know what? You guys can all take off then. I'll just go on my own. It's like, sure. But hashtag Ant-Man was right, because Mole Man. Now, he's got, like, it feels like the equipment's better. Like these little, I don't know what do you call these guys? What are they called?
Moloids.
Moloids, yeah. It's like, I feel like they've gotten, like, they're better now. Like, they're advanced. Like, they've got better technology down here.
I guess after his empire was destroyed and the last time, maybe he got like an insurance settlement that he was able to put into technological upgrades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everyone is trying to defend Silver Surfer's wife. Oh, yeah, Shalabal or whatever. Wife being there instead of himself. I think it could ruin the film. Well, of course it's going to ruin it. It sucks. It's shit. Nobody wants that. Who's defending it? The people who defend this nonsense don't actually care. If they did, they wouldn't defend. You know how I know they don't care? Because they're defending it. It's like if they did care. Like when there's a thing, I don't know if you want, do you watch any sports classic or not really?
I mean, not that much anymore. I used to.
So I remember in hockey, they had this thing where they actually put like a thing on the puck to make it so like it like looked like when you're moving your mouse around, like you see my mouse moving around,
Right.
and there's like a little bit of a drag to it. So they added like kind of a streak to the puck, and it was shit. Like no, everyone's like this sucks. Now I don't watch hockey, so I'm like, oh, it's great. That's a great idea. It's beautiful. I love it. I love the streak. Why is everyone pissed off? It's like, do you watch hockey? No. Right. So this is the kind of crap we get with people. Oh, why is everyone pissed off over it? Because we're fans of stuff. It's like, it's just nonsense. I remember there's a guy at my work who was like trying to talk to me about stuff. He's like, I don't get. He loves basketball. That's all he cares about is basketball. He knows nothing about any movie. As crazy as this sounds, he doesn't know what Lord of the Rings is. I was like, oh, Lord of the Rings? He's like, no. I was like, okay, so you haven't seen. He's like, no, I don't even know. Like, what is that? I'm like, you don't know what
Really?
it is? It's like he doesn't know anything. And it's really shocking. Like Star Wars, he's like, yeah, I've heard of Star Wars, but he wouldn't. Like, if I showed him a picture of Darth Vader, he wouldn't know that was Star Wars.
Wow.
And we've tested him. Like people have walked by, they're like, okay, do you know Game of Thrones? No. It's like at all. It's really crazy. Anyways, so he was talking to me. He's like, well, why are people upset about these things? So I said, let me put it in basketball terms. I was like, so what team do you like? Let's say we probably like, Toronto Raptors or something. I was like, okay, so perfect. The Raptors. We're going to make, instead of the Raptor logo, we're going to have it be a giraffe. It's like, yeah, but it's not a Raptor. Right. It's not, it's wrong. Like, or it's like their colors are purple. It's like, okay, well now their colors are green just because some of the jerseys will be green. Some of them will be purple. He's like, well, that's weird. I'm like, right. Yeah, but I don't care. I don't care about basketball. So who cares? What's the difference? What's the difference if it's purple or green? Who cares? It's like, but that's not their colors. Yeah, but whatever. You just arbitrarily made up colors. So what's the difference? I like green. You know what I'm saying? So like, he's like, okay, I get what you're saying now, right? Like, it's like they're just doing things for nonsense reasons. Like what is the point of it? That's not what it is. So it's like I usually use these sports terms to like help him, kind of realize where we're at in our community of nerds. It's like, oh, people change this and that. It's like, yeah, because there's no need for it. Like, what is the difference, right? Like, it doesn't help anything. Your partner won't watch Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Should you flip out? Sure, why not? Flip out. Mole Man versus the Underminer. Remember like Avenger things? Avenging things. Yes, they aren't. Hey, let's go investigate. Yes, you're right. They avenge stuff. They don't investigate stuff. You're right. They're not the investigators. They're the Avengers. Underdog also fought the Mole Man, and they had a mole man mole hole gun. Okay. Believe it or not, in 2024, not knowing what Star Wars is a blessing. He doesn't know anything though. It's really funny. We make fun. He doesn't care. We make fun of it. We test him all the time. And like sometimes we're like, you're lying. I said, are you just lying to maintain this? You don't know anything because that's crazy. He's like, no, I really don't. I don't know. But he subscribed to my channel. That's all that matters. He's like, I'm subscribed to you, J-Man. I was like, I'm subscribed. I was like, that's good. As long as you're subscribed, you don't need to worry about it. He's like, I watch some of your videos, but I don't understand anything you're talking about. Like, it doesn't matter. Just hit the like. Don't worry about it. Anyway, Mole Man. All right. Well, it's cool to see Mole Man fighting the Avengers. That's kind of a neat thing. Instead of the Fantastic Four. I like how Wasp is like, oh, you don't care about my hairdresser? Like, what the heck? I don't know why she's standing all weird here, but so Ant-Man's nobody believes Ant-Man, so he's going to go down and investigate himself. It goes down the chute here, goes over, he sees this like force field here, tries to bust through it. He plays basketball. That's like his main thing. How much more could a mole man hole if a mole man could mole hole? Yeah, I don't know. He could probably mole hole a lot. He could hole a lot of mole. Mole a lot of hole. An intruder at the gates. Ant-Man at the gates. Two arms. my slavish ones. Okay. Run. He's got a new and improved little mount thingy here. Oh my god, oh my god, he tripped him. That's great. Try to trip him with a log or something. Look at these guys. There's a shit ton of them. A tank. Now they got the Gulliver Travels. It's like, yeah. So back now, everyone on Earth is starting to realize that the Earth is messed up, and they start to see like Leaning Tower of Pisa has actually gone a little bit more. If only Superman was there to put it back, like he did in Superman 3, he could put it back for them. Clark Kent cameo. I know. I'm like, it's Superman 3 cameo where he puts the thing. Anyone ever fallen asleep on your panels? Yeah, me. Like I fall asleep. I think Sean almost fell asleep. All right, well, what do we do next? It's like, well, we were all being dicks, so Cap's like, yeah, you guys were all dicks. I wasn't that much of a dick. You guys were more. And Wasp, you were the biggest one of all. What? I have to get my hair done. Dogpiling on Giant Man. I know. All right, so they go down and follow him. Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a little cameo appearance. He doesn't get named, of course.
Right.
It was kind of a little joke because when they first got rid of the Donald Blake identity, Nick Fury creates a new civilian identity for Thor. He doesn't change, he's still Thor. But he had, what was his name? I don't remember what his name was, but for a while he had this other identity. And as part of his, his disguise, he would wear a pair of glasses.
And it was like, it's like what looked like Clark Kent or whatever. Sorry. So he would look. Did it make him appear as though he was like Clark Kent, sort of?
No, I mean he would pull his hair back and kind of in a ponytail, and he'd put a pair of glasses on. He didn't look like Clark Kent.
Okay.
He just would put glasses on to kind of throw people off.
Yeah, this is that projection thing. Remember, they have that projection device that was shown that was really weird. I don't know how it works, but astral projection. Okay, so he sees. I guess he could still see her though. All right, mole-ites or whatever. Go do something. It's like, all right, let's.
Simply Steve. No, it wasn't Eric Masterson. This was before that.
Thor's
I'm thinking he was called like Jarlson. I think his last name was Jarlson or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't have it for very long. It was pretty much just during that Simonson run. After that, it was dropped, I think.
All right, well, here they come. They come down to the subterranean whatever. And it's just like massive fighting. Look out, we're under attack. The Subterraneans. They're much better equipped here, man. They were not this cool when they were fighting Fantastic Four, that's for sure. They did not have all this cool stuff. It's like this is like all this awesome equipment here. For a second I was looking, oh my god, I got so you see my background where it has Wonder Man underneath. For a second there, it was like it was I don't know where it was. It was one of these panels where it looked like, oh, like what the heck is that, Wonder Man? Because I got confused with the panel and my background. But he's punching them out here. Here comes Wasp, flies around, shooting at him. And they've got this. They're gonna roast him. Yeah, they're more formidable here. Yeah, the Moloids were original minions. Yes,
Yeah, yeah, they pretty much are.
that is true. They are. Yeah. All right, so Thor's just smashing the crap out of stuff. There's the discus. More smoke. They vanished. I'm with you, Cap. Let's go. Like I trips him with the shield. That's cool. Shoot him. Whoa, he got a big. Oh, he got punched big time by this guy. Monk. Yeah, pretty good. Whoa. Picked up Rick Jones. Look at this. Captain America punched like he punched the reader. He just punched everybody out. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Rick Jones and Cap. Right here. He's dead and he's never coming back. I guess I'll never have the chance to become Avenger now, eh, Cap? Nonsense, Rick. One setback will not affect your status. Well, Captain America, you were pretty against it like 2 issues ago. You were pretty angry. Seems to have mellowed out a little bit. Here comes Thor. I was the one who mocked him. It's like, that's right, you were. So they've got this contraption here. Yeah, I work for Rick Jones. Rick Jones. Somewhere in the caves there are tons of crippled moloids regretting their. It's like I brought them back. So this is this contraption here that can stop Mole Man's Earth spinning machinery or whatever it is. Oh my God! It's the Red Ghost.
Yeah.
This shocked me. I did not think that was happening. This is so funny. It's true. That is the laundry machine. They can hear it in the background. I don't know why the mic picks that up. That's like way over there. You're gonna hear that every stream. Wait, Skeptic, wait for it on every stream. All right, so the Red Ghost, but he doesn't have his ape guys with him though. He's just on his own. So this is a weird little team up, like on page 15 of the comic. Like he just shows up. Why do we do it every couple of days? Because our machine is really small. I'm in a condo. You can only it's like it can only be like this big or whatever. You can't fit it in the thing. All right, they get on this contraption going down. Thor uses the hammer. You got Captain America, Iron Man. I'm the Red Ghost. It pleases me that my name shall be the last you'll ever hear. It's like, look at this. He has a gun in his armor. We haven't seen this before.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before. You wonder how the Red Ghost and the Mole Man even met. Did they meet at a super villain convention or something?
Yeah.
It's not like they move in the same circles.
Yeah, it's great. It's crazy. Like it's just like, okay, well, maybe they heard it. I've heard of your Mole Man. I've heard of your attacks on the Fantastic Four. I've heard of yours. Yeah, that was pretty good. What you did. Oh, I tried my best. And maybe they team up that way. Yeah.
Would have made a little more sense if it was the lava trolls that we saw a couple issues back.
That would have been awesome. That would have been really awesome. All right. Well, anyways, here comes Giant Man. They're fighting. Splat. Foreshadowing to Stephen Platt, that artist who did. No, because he signed Splat. No, what? They're passing right through. So he made him intangible. That's weird. He can give it to other people. Okay, I didn't know he could do it.
That's the first time I've seen him do that. So don't know. I guess he can. It may have been, like I say again, in the Silver Age, they have characters doing one-off powers all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if he never did it again after this.
Yeah, Red Ghost was canceled after his cruelty to the apes. That's right. I have to start from scratch.
Yeah, Jane Goodall heard about it and had the apes taken from him.
What was that click? And I saw a light in the background. I don't know. It could be like my wife going around doing something. I don't know. It's a very logical team up. Mole Man is well known for his underground Marxist philosophy.
I guess.
He forgets he can do that. Yeah, he just forget. Yeah, he can always do it until when he forgets. Okay, so WAP. I love that. This is the second time the carpet has been pulled from somebody. Tonight, I think this happened earlier. It's like, damn it, not the old.
Reminds me of that World's Finest, where Superman like flips the road or whatever, and it somehow creates an alternate reality or something.
Yep. Yep.
That
was
totally
awesome.
bonkers.
Yeah, we did that one on Clobby's channel, right?
Right.
Bob Haney. No, the old lifting the carpet up trick. That's the second time tonight I've fallen for that one. Where's one of my first ever? This is the first GIF that I ever did. So he rolls them up in this thing. That's cool. Could Superman survive? Of course, Superman could survive. Silver Age
sure.
Superman could survive anything. Red Ghost's mistake was teaching the apes sign language. Yes. Yeah. They should have done that. You blew it up. Comedy. What's that? The comedy of that is so slippery, really. So anyway, boom. Okay, so now here's Ant-Man. He's going to destroy the machine. It's impossible. It's useless, Titanic 1. They have the power to become unsolid. Unsolid. Oh, smash the ground here. Bob Haney created Donna Troy? Did he create Donna Troy?
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't know that. Donna Troy. Let's see. Created by Bob Haney. Yeah. Wow. Well, he gave us a lot of fun on those streams with Clobberin times doing the Earth B Mondays. Those were great. Have I taken Fortress Maximus out of the box? The answer is no. There he is in box.
I used to have an issue of those Super Sons, an old World's Finest back when I was a kid. Y'all hadn't gotten around to that one.
Oh, those are hilarious. They were weird. They were so weird. And his first appearance, he actually said he kept them starving and they didn't eat. Did he say that? Yeah, I forgot about that.
Is he talking about Mole Man or Red Ghost?
I think it was the apes or whatever. And he created the Teen Titans. And he created Metamorpho. Who's going to be in that news? Bob Haney. Dude, we're going to see Bob Haney's name on the big screen because Metamorpho is in that Superman film. So they're going to have to put Bob Haney on there. That's going to be awesome. Witwoom. Baroom. Smash the machine up. Blow it up. They blew it up. Baroom. It's like, a lot of help you were. You're just dead weight. Yeah. That's it. I'll take a quick sneak peek at the next one. Hey, Count Nefaria. Oh my God, that's going to be awesome. That is good. That's going to be super cool. All right. Well, those are the ones for tonight. Do we want to do any other, you want to open it up to any questions, like what's going on? So this will be this is the official end of Earth's Mightiest Fridays, but we can talk a bit. I've got some time. Classic, do you want to hang around a bit, or you got to go? Or
Yeah, I probably ought to go ahead and go because I do have some things to do. I probably am not going to be able to be here next week, by the way.
okay, yeah, no worries.
And probably not the week after that either, honestly. But by mid-December, though, I should be good to go again.
Good to go. All right, so yeah, just let me know when you're good, guys. Make sure you subscribe to Classic Comics. What's going on? You got anything going on in your channel?
Nah, I'm not really able to upload anything right now. Like I say, but in December, I'll hopefully get back to uploading again. But I've got some other things I'm dealing with right now.
All right.
But
cool.
hey, thanks for having me on again, J-Man. It's always
sure.
a pleasure. And
Thanks for coming on.
Good night to the chat. And if I don't, speak to anyone, everyone happy Thanksgiving.
Cool.
And I guess I'll see you probably in a couple of weeks.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. Good night.
All right. See ya. Good night. All right, guys. What do you want to talk about? Let me put my. So, has anyone watched? Let me check the poll here. Wonder Man 65%. So Wonder Man's one. I'm gonna end that poll. Has anyone watched House of the Dragon season 2? Because I just got that on 4K, and I'm gonna watch that. I'm almost done. This is the book that it's based on. It's like 750 pages, and I'm on page 466. So I'm getting through it, like slowly but surely. And I grabbed this. This is the I had this when it came out, which is basically that book but summarized. So I haven't read that one yet. I heard House was amazing. Must see it. The season 2 ending was terrible. Have you read the book, Joe Dog? Have you read that book? Oh, let me put the after show thing on just so we. Let me know if you read the book. You heard it was amazing. Do I have any TMET? No, I have a Michelangelo in the packaging, but it's the new Michelangelo, and I think that's the only Turtles toy I have. Oh no! I've got my original Casey Jones, and I have a small Krang. You haven't read the book, okay? Game of Thrones is not your thing. You watched a few of the original show, not watched House of the. I really liked House of the Dragon season 1 a lot, but I've read everything that happened. So I'm like, right now I've read. I'm into where season 2 would be. So I've read whatever was season 1 is probably like only this much. All of this is before season 1. Then this part here is season 1. And then now I'm into season 2. So I'm not sure. This book doesn't end. There's more to this after this. It continues on. So I haven't read all of that. Casey Jones is crazy. Yeah. Fort Max. Yeah. That Fort Max is the new one. I had the previous Fort Max, which I sold, and then I bought this new one. And I also have what's his name on the way, Scorponok. Here, we'll take a look. Let's share the screen here. Wait, I'll take off the banner. So I've got this, which one is it? This one. So this is coming next year. It's actually technically Earthrise. Scorponok Earthrise. This is it. You ever want to get through? I don't know. Yeah, you want to take a look at it? "24 inches. I saw you bought that R. That's awesome. It's super cool. I have it on digital. Yeah, I know you meant the original Fort Max. I don't have the original. Yeah, I don't have the original one. Not sure if it's 1,000. It could, yeah, it could be. I forgot Scorponok was in it. Michael Bay. Oh, yeah, this sucks. Which movie was that in? Which movie was that? Is the costume? Batman. Arkham. Revenge of the Fallen, that's the worst movie. No, part 5 is the worst. Oh, he changed it. That's interesting. That was Revenge of the Fallen. Let me see, Wonder Man TV show. Is there anything out for this yet? No, there's no trailer or anything, right? That's fan made. There was a cool. Yeah, I always wanted this. I always thought this was neat. Oh, this is pretty cool too. But yeah, I always thought this was kind of fun. I have the figure of this. Yeah, I've got this figure. And I've got this one. Yeah, this one's kind of neat. Wow, that's terrible. Blue and gray with the yellow symbol. Yeah, for Batman. Blue and gray is my favorite. Green costume was the best. Wonder Man. Green costume. Yeah, this like first appearance. Yeah, this is cool. Or do you like this one? I'm actually used to this one because that's the one that was in the Marvel role-playing game. First appearance? Yeah, first appearance. 2's one with Scorponok. Dark of the Moon was 3. Yeah, 3 is probably the best one. I don't really, yeah, like this ending you're saying, the Dark of the Moon is going to be Megatron being tired of fighting and making a truce with Optimus. This is weird. Not keen on Wonder Man TV show. They changed the character for DEI reasons only. Yeah, not interested. Why don't they just recast the child? Yeah, I know. It's stupid. Well, Wonder Man. Hold on. Ultimate Universe. Yeah, this is Wonder Man in the Ultimate Universe. Wow, that looks stupid. Is that really what it looked like? This is the comic I have. They did. They did in the Ultimates universe. They do show it. They did say he needed the belt to fly. They did say that in the one we just read tonight. They did say that he needs the belt to fly. Hellblazer. Yeah, Hellblazer is good. Did you see there's a Constantine? What's that thing called? Superpowers. Did you see they're doing that? Constantine superpower version. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? Yeah, Beast and him were friends. Yeah, he couldn't fly on his own. Yeah, in the first appearance that we just read, they said he needed the belt. He had jets on. I think they said it. Did they not say it? Oh, maybe I'm mistaking that for the one for this one. This is the comic I have. So he definitely uses the jetpacks here and stuff. See, like there it is. It's like, yeah, fully iconic. So Wonder Man was from the Marvel, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, whatever universe it was. Yes, then he became the energy thing. Yeah. Yeah, Wonder Man had a jetpack. If you go to this is the game I have. I have 2 copies of this game. So this is the game that I played all the time. So we go Wonder Man. This is what he looks like in the game, in the Marvel role playing game. Henry Cavill, oh, interesting. CW was Manchester, comic versions from Liverpool. For British folks, that's like a race swap. Oh, well, we loved the show Constantine. We loved it. So I did not know. So what? I guess you really didn't like the Keanu Reeves version then, because he's not even close to that. So I did not know that. Oh, that is so funny. So he's from Manchester, but the comic version is Liverpool. So that's like a swap. That Goliath was the one that joined. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Bobby, we did. Yes. Classic Comics mentioned that earlier tonight as well. You saw this eBay where they have the Legends with powers, new 10-inch figures. They look cool. Marvel Legends, but Teen Titans. Let's see, Teen Titans. McFarlane. What's that? I've got this figure, don't I? No, that's not the one I have. I have this figure. I should have it somewhere. I think I've got this. That's Damien, though. You like... I think for Nightwing, McFarlane... Nightwing. That's the one I have. I have this one. I have that figure. Yeah, the movie is okay, but it has nothing to do with the comics. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's his first one. Yeah. It's the figure kit ones. You know what? You know what I just ordered though. Oh yeah, I got this on the way. Oh no, when does it come out? It's coming out this month. Can't wait. One of my all-time favorites. Can't wait to get this. Super excited. Earth 2 Robin is just the best. Shows up in 2 streams? Okay, awesome. You like animated Cyborg, yeah. Clobby and I both loved Earth 2 Robin. Did anyone watch Cobra Kai? I still like Cobra Kai. I know some people didn't, are kind of meh on it. Oh, I can't wait to get this. You know, like Damian Wayne. Yeah, I like Damian Wayne. He's kind of... I like all the Robins. I've been reading some Wonder Woman. Yeah, that was cool too. I started reading Wonder Woman Volume 1 at 2:04. This is the first Nubia appearance. So prior to this, right prior to that issue, she was the, you know, Diana Prince in the white. Did anyone like this run of Wonder Woman? I've never read any of these. Wonder Woman's my second favorite superhero, but I've never read any of these. Maybe I should read some of these. They look kind of neat. Looks like there's a lot of fighting. Yeah, I will definitely get to those. I'm gonna be getting a lot of Wonder Woman comics on Sunday. I still got these 3 left to review. So what'd you say? 250, 265, 266? No. This is 271, 275, and 278. Well, there's 271. Cheetah on the cover, 275. This looks really cool. She's fighting this guy named Cobra. Pretty neat. Put those down here. Yeah, this is a pretty cool. So this is like she gets shot here by this sniper. And then she gets, oh, this guy gets killed. Father, she thinks it's her father. The non-Wonder Woman Wonder Woman books are ARG. Okay. Well, this was her coming back to her normal thing. So they take her back to Paradise Island. She wakes up, and they remove parts of her memory here. So they give her memory back, but then they remove other parts of it. There's Hercules treating the people like crap. Punch. Yeah, Disco Pants Wonder Woman, not your favorite. Yeah. He ran a death club, but somehow kept finding new members. Oh, that's funny. So see memory channels 3, 4, 5. They got rid of some secrets. There's her getting created. Here comes Nubia to challenge her. I am Nubia. Hola, Nubia. And she goes back at the end. So I read this one. It's pretty good. I read the next one. I read a few. This is cool. With this weird domino head guy. I might get the first Nubia this Sunday. Let's take a look at. Oh, you know what I just ordered too? Check this out. Yes, I just grabbed this. Save that image. Yeah, so I just grabbed this. It's this really cool like collector box thing. So you get all this stuff in there. It's a little bust and everything. I'm on Green's side. Green's my favorite color. Ever had Green Arrow Longbow Hunters? Yes, I had some issues with Longbow. Let's take a look at that in a second. Terrible Pickens. Let's take a look at Longbow Hunters. Hold on a second. I think I definitely had, I think I had all three of these books. Yeah, this is awesome. Oh, there's that. He did have a good, yeah, he had a good dental plan for members. Whoa. Black Canary. Whoa, gotta go by that quickly. Go by all this quickly. Actually, I have a longbow. I started reading Green Lantern. Volume 2, what was it like? When did it become Was it 76 or something? '76 maybe. Hey, hey Raquel, how's it going? Thanks so much. I appreciate it. The show's over in like 5 minutes, anyways. I'm winding down. I can't stay up late. You know how it is in Canada. We shut 9:30. We turn the country off. The TV stops everything, and then they play the national anthem at the end, and then it's just like da-na-na, and then it has like the flag, and then the TV turns off, and then internet turns off. Everything turns off. Skeptic, 9:30, everything turns off. What's the one story with the one same level? Dark Knight Returns, Long Halloween, Demon in a Bottle, and so on. I don't know. Not really sure. I'm not really sure if she has one like that. Yeah, so okay, so I've read quite a few of these now, maybe 5 or 6. All right, take it easy, Joe Dog. Yeah, we're gonna be done in like a couple of minutes. I got to go back to reading House of the Dragon or whatever it's called, Fire and Blood. Yeah, I don't know. See, I like. I mean, you could just start with Wonder Woman Volume 2. That's what I collected the most. Oh, thanks, RL. Thanks, Raquel. I really appreciate it. What I can give, I have an Avon clip of him clapping, but it's almost in like his sort of condescending clapping. But it's the only thing I have that I think that you would like for the super chat, which is the Avon clapping. I've got Brigadier. What else? Oh, how about Superman? No, nothing beats Superman. There you go. Nothing beats Superman. He's the best. Avon lives. Yep, he certainly does. I'm not wearing Avon today, but I always have him on my phone. So I always have him on my phone. When they ended the non-Wonder Woman story, there was a series of Wonder Woman stories narrated by JLA members. Oh, that's interesting. I've not read any of Volume 1 of Wonder Woman. So I started with the Volume 2, Post-Crisis. Let's take a look at it. Good night. Thank you. So this is where I started, Skeptic. You can start with this. This is Perez, man. Does the origin for you. So this series, I've got 1 to like 46 or something uninterrupted. Then I missed a bunch here and there, and then I was out of it for a while and came back. Hold on, let me see. I'll tell you right now. Hold on a second. Wonder Woman. Let me go to my list here. So Volume 2. So I've got 1 to 46 uninterrupted. And then I've got like sporadic issues in between. It went up to like 260 or something like that. What did it go up to? Volume 2. Yeah, 226. Wait, 226? That seems weird. 226. I have 226. So I don't know why this, I thought this went longer. But anyway, so there's that. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Those are all great. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I gotta do some reading here. I finished a book today. I finished Operator 5 issue or book 3 today, so now I'm going back to that. Monday, Legion live stream. Wednesday is Batman Returns, and Friday is Earth's Mightiest Fridays. And then we're gonna do Red Sonja versus Hundra pretty soon. So there you go. Okay, guys, thank you for being here. Hopefully everything's good. Hopefully you have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.